All right, I'm speaking with John Stemberger. He's the president of the Florida Family Policy Council. John, it's great to talk to you.
Kim, good to be with you again.
Great. Tell me a little bit about what Florida Family Policy Council is.
The Florida Family Policy Council is one of 42 state-based policy groups throughout the country that's associated with Dr. Dobson and folks in the family. And our mission really, in a nutshell, is to strengthen Florida's families. You know, we are seeing cataclysmic social change in our culture and in the world that is unprecedented in human history. Things that were unthinkable just generations ago are now not only thinkable, but in some cases are afforded the full protection of law and public policy. And so we just want to infuse common sense back into the picture when it comes to protecting children, protecting the institution of marriage, and protecting what is a family. There are so many forces, secular humanists, the homosexual activists that want to redefine basic human institutions that have sustained us since the beginning of time. And there will be social consequences to this if people, good citizens all over the state of Florida, just don't stand up and say, enough. We have to stop this. Some social change in our history has been good, but this social change is really bad. It's not in the best interest of children or families or the common good of society. And so we're really looking at cultural initiatives. We were in the legislature with a full-time person up there. Nathan Dunn does a great job of watching in those smoke-filled rooms to see what's going on and reporting back to our constituency. And then we have the battle for marriage this year in 2008, where we're trying to ask folks to vote yes on Amendment 2 to define marriage as the union of one man and one woman here in the state of Florida.
It seems like marriage is one of the biggest battles that the family policy councils have to look at across the country. Are there other things besides that that may be out on the edges that just haven't come up that you know you're going to have to face in the next year?
Well, we've been vying for an academic freedom bill. Florida now has one of the most dogmatic evolution curriculums in the country. And so we think that evolution should be taught simply because it happens to be a prevailing theory. Now, we don't necessarily agree with it, but students need to be equipped with understanding what it is. But it shouldn't be taught as a fact. It should be taught neutrally and critically so that they can understand some of the very serious flaws and underpinnings with evolution. Another issue is gambling is huge in Florida. There's a huge influx of the industry of gambling just proliferating online. Video poker, there's all kinds of ways, slot machines, the expansion of gambling is a huge problem in Florida. And you know, economic pressures are always going to be with us, but social and moral issues define us as a people. They determine our destiny as a culture, and so the question, who we are, is always more important than how much we get. And so we want to be on the cutting edge of stopping the expansion of gambling in Florida.
John, what you're doing isn't easy. What makes you want to get up every morning and head into the office and keep doing this?
That's a great question. It's hard for me not to pause and get a little bit emotional when you ask me that. But really, it's because I've been created to do this. God has created me to do this work. And you know, the fact that you can see the need so clearly. When I look at my own children, when I see in society what's happening, I serve as a guardian ad litem for abused and neglected kids. And so 3 times a year, I get to come into a situation where the state is taking kids out of a family. And I see the little devastation and destruction at the worst level. And it breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. And so I'm passionate about children. I'm passionate about families. And I'm passionate about just seeing common sense being brought back into the equation with some of these fundamental truths that we've held us together forever, since the beginning of time. And so that's really what motivates me.
What would you say to somebody who wants to get involved and make a difference but just doesn't know what to do?
Number one thing is go to our website, flfamily.org. Sign up for our email alert. We don't bombard you all the time. It's really once a week. But we have the best state email. A lot of folks are doing national stuff. We have a state-based email, lets you know exactly what's going on in Florida. Second is you can make a contribution, even a small contribution to us to get on our mailing list and plug in. But we have a number of community groups going on. There's all kinds of activities, volunteer, phone call, phone banks. There's all kinds of blogging teams that we're doing. There's all kinds of things. So start with the website, let us know who you are, and let us get connected, and then we can go from there.
John, you're doing a great work, and we appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.